Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What is going down, everybody? We got another draft. Yes, sir. Another best ball draft. That's a part of this big best ball tournament that I've been hosting for the last 4 years. This is year 5 of it. And here we go. Let's see who's up in here. Daniel Berry, what up, what up? Crispy, what up? King D, shout out to the LBC, what up, what up? Crispy said Brock at the 412 was a steal. Dude, crazy because, man, I mean, yesterday he went in the 4th round also, and I don't know, like a couple days ago, it's like he went in the 2nd round a few weeks in a row. Yeah. Shout out to Derek. What up? What up? What? Jamie said about Jackie Brown. I've never actually seen that movie. What? Dude, you have to watch it. It's a Quentin Tarantino classic, bro. This was Quentin Tarantino's 3rd movie. He did Reservoir Dogs, and then he did Pulp Fiction, and then this was the one after that. I feel like a lot of people really hated Jackie Brown. Like the people who were the super Pulp Fiction, nerds, like I think they hated Jackie Brown because they really wanted it to be like Pulp Fiction. And it's a different, just different style of movie. But man, Jackie Brown's always been one of my favorites, man. It really has. Really has. Hey, shout out to Drew. What up, bro? Let's see. I haven't read out anything yet. Let's try to read out a couple of these rounds. So it all started with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Justin Jefferson. Oh, right before Jamar Chase, Jaden Daniels, Hurts, Puka, Bijan, Gibbs, Burrow, Barkley, McCaffrey. 2nd round, Mahomes, CMC, Derrick Henry, Stroud, Amon-Ra, Kyren, Bo Nix, Neighbors, Brian Thomas, Breece Hall. Ooh, look at that. Gianti going at the 211. And then Jonathan Taylor, 3rd round. And Drew said, I can't believe it's year 5. Dude, just keeps growing and growing and growing. We're going to make sure that we smash that 142 divisions that we did last year. Round 3, A-Chain, Mayfield, Love, Dak, Nico, Bucky, Caleb, Jacobs, London, Goff, Murray, Tyreek Hill. Let's see. AJ Brown to start round 4. Herbert, JSN, Michael Penix, Purdy, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Chase Brown, Ladd McConkey, Travis Etienne, Alvin Kamara, and Brock Bowers. Doug said, I haven't heard a neck pop in years. Let's see. MSNR said, you hitting that blunt? I'm about to hit the bong right now, man. I got my bong loaded. What are you smoking on over there? You smoking a blunt over there? MSNR. What's that stand for? Hey, shout out to Michael on what's it called? On Instagram. Shout out, brother. Thanks. We usually don't get a lot of Instagram love over there because I don't do the vertical. I just do the horizontal, and I think that Instagram kind of hates on that. But yeah, thanks for joining over there, brother. Let's see. Okay, just initials. All right. What up, Andre? Said, Hustle, am I crazy for not wanting any part of Gianti that early? No, because I feel like I don't want him that early either. But it's also just because there's like a risk if he goes to like a spot that we don't want him to go to. His value from that's probably going to drop. Yesterday we saw him go in the 3rd. I think him going in the 3rd is probably like him going in the 3rd is probably the most common right now. But once he actually has a team attached to him, like once the draft actually happens, like I don't know, like Wildcat, it shows he's a Cowboy fan. Like if he went to the Cowboys, I'm sure people would like him a lot more than if he went to, I don't know, I'm trying to think of a horrible spot. Maybe the Bills where they got James Cook already. Like I don't know why they draft him, but that was just one spot that I could think of that didn't sound too appealing right off the bat. Drew said, I've been wanting to hold off until it was bigger. Hey, don't worry. It's going to get bigger and bigger. I forced you. Had to force your hand, bro. And I didn't. I just told them that there was a draft today. All right. Said, hitting the pipe. No blunts here. All right. There we go. Well, let's smoke it up.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
All right. Fire them up.
Dude, look at this. Derek said smoking on some motor breath indica. 32.5% THC. That's why we've just been hearing Derek be like, man, I'm hella high right now. Been smoking on that 30 plus percent stuff. Hey, what up, Phil? Oh, Gianti to the Bears. That would suck. Their shitty ass line. I know they made some improvements this year, but let's see. I left off at the 5th. Let's see. Hey, shout out to Anthony, aka Uncle Buck. What up, bro? Let's see. We left off at the 5th. So we got Cook, McLaurin, Laporta, Walker, T-Law, McBride, Adams, Tua, Moore, DJ, I want to score more. Nixon, Connor, and Anthony Richardson. Man, John's auto drafting. Come on. Nick's a best neck pop on YouTube. Man, if I could make a bunch of money off doing neck pops, I would just be doing neck pops all the time. Let's see. 6th round, Ayuk, Evans, Stafford, Najee, Kincaid, DK, Tracy, Debo, Higgins, Waddle, Rashee Rice, Justin Fields. Ooh, look at Rashee Rice jumping up a little bit. Justin Fields at the 6-12. And then at the 7-1, we got Roma Dunze, Devonta Smith, Pacheco, Jameson, Chuba. And Crispy said, I can't believe people are devaluing Chuba. I mean, 7th round. I mean, look at the guys who he's like, you know, getting drafted around. I mean, the running backs are usually the position drafted, you know, by number the least out of like QB and wide receiver and, well, I guess tight end, but we're not counting them. Drake May, Kelsey, Xavier Worthy,
X gon' give it to you. What?
Flowers, Godwin, Jerry Judy, Pittman, and then Rashad White and Sam Darnold to kick off the 8th round. Hey, Toyota One, what up? Let's smoke it up, bro. Drew said Gianti with Ben Johnson could be fun. Oh, man. Hey, shout out to Robert. What's going on, brother? Matt, yes, I am live right now. What up, bro? We're doing a draft. We are knee deep in this draft, and we're about to smoke it up. So if you guys are smoking with me, let's do it.
That bong, bong, bong,
That's
bong.
what I meant to do.
Let me hit that bong.
Baby.
That bong, 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 bong.
Doing good, bro. How you doing over there, Matt? Woo. Okay, after Sam Darnold, we got Olave, David Montgomery. Ooh, Micah Parsons as the first IDP off the board there. And then Geno Smith. With this being like a super flex IDP, I mean, I'm probably not going to be taking, or with it being like only super flex IDP spots, probably not going to be taking Micah Parsons first, but I understand why people do. Hey, it's Nick Von B. What up, bro? He says, what up, Hustler and the 420 crew? What's going down? Dang it. What's going on, Matt? Still trying to walk? Dang it. You all right, bro? Hey, Pod Son, what up, bro? What's going down? All right. After Geno, we got Cortland Sutton and George Kittle. We are in, this is the 8th division that is kicked off here. We have 2 slow drafts that have started also. And yeah, we got more and more. We got more and more. I think what I'm going to start doing now in the morning until we get more like sports stuff going, I think I might just go live and just like, I don't know, stream playing the baseball or Madden or NCAA or like something. Dang it, wheelchair bound for now. Damn, that sucks, bro. That sucks. How much longer, or are you? Or is there a certain amount of time? How? I'm assuming you're doing some rehabbing. Nick Von B. I'm torn on the first 3 picks. Where to go, RB or wide receiver? Top 3. I guess it just depends on what your spot is, because I mean I could make a case for going either way. just dependent on who you have. Like if you're able to get Jamar Chase, in the first round, I mean, shit, do that. But if you can't get those guys, I feel like, Bijan and Gibbs, I mean, those guys are going to be awesome in those spots as well. Okay, rehabbing 3 days a week. Okay. Well, hope you get back to normal soon, bro. Yeah, that sucks, man. That sucks. Hopefully you're able to smoke during this time. Because I know if nothing else, that should help a little. And Crispy says mock. Yeah, but you know how it is with the damn mocks. Like, we want it to be like accurate information, but I mean, I guess it's really just the practice of knowing somewhat where people go, because once you actually get into the real draft, it's like all bets are off, because first off, it depends on when you draft. That makes a difference. And then second, it depends on who you're drafting with. Some people value people differently. And that's why it's super important to know the people that you're drafting with. Maybe even if not personally, you try to find out some information about who they're going after. All right, nice, perfect. Matt said do regular and medicinal. Perfect. Hey, TJ, what up, bro? Smoke it up. Let's go.
Smoke weed every day.
I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm going to get you high today. Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
Drew said I can never trust a rookie RB after CEH. I totally understand that, but you just got to be hanging out here is what it is, because I wasn't really doing content then, and I know I drafted CEH in like an auction draft, and I think that year I drafted CEH and CMC. I was like, I got the law firm of CMC and CEH, and I felt like it was so good. And that was my worst team all year that year. I think I only won like 2 games, but he was someone that I was not targeting, and really it was because of the system, and it was also because they only grabbed him because Patrick Mahomes wanted him, not because they felt that he was the best guy or whatever. But it had to be. I mean, if they're just getting him because of a player, like, no, we're just gonna give you this big ass contract and you just shut the fuck up, okay? TJ said crazy ass chase trades today on both ends of the spectrum. Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I'd be wanting to buy Chase for like this price, but yeah, if I can get the world for him, I'd be looking to sell. And Drew Sell smoke you college football 25. You probably will, bro. I don't get enough user games in to be like I'm good versus the computer in certain things, but it's not so good in head to head. I don't know the playbooks as good as I should. And like sometimes when you play the computer, you get into like one style of like playing, and then like you go up against like a real person, and then it just like throws everything off. Yeah, it's kind of where I'm at. Because we said I was in a mock yesterday and everyone was dogging JSN. Huh? Wonder why. Where'd he go in that mock? Yeah, Matt, I'm live everywhere. We're live on YouTube, Rumble, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch. I think that's it. Damn electrician. What's going on? Is he making your day take longer, Crispy? Let's see. Where did I leave off at? I think George Kittle, Bryce Young, Pickens, Stephon Diggs, Reed. That is the end of the 8th. And then we got Jordan Addison, Kyle Pitts, Derek Carr, Stevenson, Aaron Jones, Jacoby Myers, Jalen Warren, Tank Dell. There we go. There we go. Let's keep it pushing. It's definitely way better starting 15 or 20 minutes after the the draft starts. Because man, these ones be long sometimes. It's like 2-hour drafts now. Plus all the what's it called? The grades. And yeah, Michael on Instagram said, can I get a grade tonight when it's over? Yes, sir. You'll be the first one. Just as we get closer, Just remind me so I know you're still here, ready for the grade or whatever. Whatever you want to say to get my attention. But just so I know that you're in here. Podson, how do you think the real life draft will go? Top 5 Titans, Browns, Giants, Pats, Jags. I feel like the Titans or the Browns could trade out. I just have a feeling that we're going to get someone jumping up there and paying those guys, because I'm just thinking about how bad they are, like in real life. And like, you know, you could get Cam or Shadur, you know, I mean, I know those are the sexy QB picks, but I know the defensive end, I'm spacing on his name right now, but the top defensive end, I mean, that's really who the Titans might get if they don't think that Cam Ward or Shadur is the quarterback of the future. So I really have a feeling that one or both of those teams trade out of those spots to try to rack up some picks. But let's say they don't. I think that the Titans grab, God damn it, what is dude's name? Hold on. Let me get to my list here, because I fucking totally forgot the edge rusher who's like, oh yeah, Carter. Yeah, he's the one who everyone is, he's the one who everyone's all over his nuts from Penn State. And but yeah, that guy's a beast though. And he's probably going to go top 1. So I think that's who the Titans get if they don't trade out. Let's see. Robert says, I saw a report this evening that the Titans are reportedly happy with Ward and are not trading out. Well, this is lying season right now. Like, that's what you got to remember. Like, everybody is lying right now. Like, they have to make it seem that way so they could get more for that pick if they do end up trading it. That's what I'm just saying. I really, really feel that they're going to trade out. But, and even that makes me feel it more, because like, what do you do? Like when you're trying to raise the value of that draft pick, you say you're not going to trade it. So then people got to try to pay you more to get it, you know, like that's my thoughts anyways. But yeah, so I think if they do, especially, I don't think that they would say Cam Ward. Like, I don't think that nobody says who they're actually going to get right now, you know, like nobody. So yeah, I think it's going to be that defensive end. Is what I think. Abdul Carter from Penn State. Yeah, TJ said it's all smoke and mirrors, right? I don't trust any reports this close. Yeah, it's all lying season. Like, everybody is lying. You will not get any realistic like information until like maybe 24 hours before the draft. Like, maybe it might even be like the night before, not even 24 hours before, like literally the night before, you know. But yeah, we can't trust anything that any of these coaches or scouts or fucking beat reporters or anything, because everyone is lying right now. They're all lying. It's lying season. And so that's who I'd say for what's it called? For the Titans. For the Browns. I don't think the Browns take I don't think that the Browns take a QB. They always pick so wrong with QBs. I bet you they don't. But like, who would they get with that pick? That's also what makes me think that they're going to trade out of that spot as well. Yeah, for this argument's sake, I will say Cam Ward, because I'm not sure who the hell else they would take. It'd either be a QB or trade away, because I don't think they're going to pay up for the next defensive end. Oh, it could be an offensive lineman though. Hold on, let's see. Let me see. Who isn't there? No, I guess there's no offensive lineman graded in the top 5 now, just top 10. So see, that's why I see them like moving down potentially. But yeah, so I'll say Cam Ward for this argument's purpose. But yeah, O-line. And seeing, I don't know, I mean, would they jump? That's why I think they're going to trade down a couple, because I just feel like there's other guys who are going to get drafted in the top 5. Those first couple offensive linemen, I bet they go like 5, 6, 7, like 5, 6 something, like maybe like 2 or 3 in the top 10. Like the dude from Texas, and I'm still kind of spacing on like all the top end positions, but I know that there's like 3 offensive linemen I feel like that are in the top 10 status. And then Giants probably will get Shedeur. I don't know. Like I just they probably need offensive linemen also. Like that's where they should be going. That's like the smart pick is them getting offensive linemen, but I'll say Shedeur. Just because it just seems like him and Cam, if teams aren't trading out, they're probably gonna take them. And then the Pats are probably gonna go, man, that's what's crazy. Like Pats are probably gonna go O-line or cornerback. Nah, they don't need to go cornerback. They're probably gonna go O-line or edge rush, is what it is. I bet they go with the trenches with those guys. Yeah, because let me see how many O linemen are projected in the top 10 right now. So the guy from Texas and the guy from LSU. And then actually that might be it. It might just be the Texas and LSU guy, the ones who actually go in the top 10. And then the Ohio State dude, Simmons, and the Missouri dude, those guys are probably going to go in the teens somewhere. And then so yeah, let me see. Who would the other potential edge rusher be? Yeah, the dude from Tennessee. That might be who the Pats go with. If they don't go offense, I bet they go offensive line. Maybe get that first guy. I mean, jumping up to get him. And maybe even trade down. I mean, it's the Patriots' way to try to trade down. So yeah, I think it's either going to be the LSU offensive lineman or the Tennessee edge rusher for the Pats. Simmons is old.
Simmons is old.
And who's fifth? The Jags. Ugh. Jags probably. The Jags might go corner with that pick. They might get the top corner of the draft. Let me see, because it will. I guess let's see. Is there someone that's ranked that high? I know there's going to be a couple guys drafted in the first round. Let's see. Oh yeah, do they go Travis Hunter? Yeah, I mean he'd be the top he'd be the top one in the draft, right? So yeah, maybe the Jags get Travis Hunter somehow. I know a lot of people are thinking that he's going to go higher than that, but I don't know if the Patriots get him just because, I mean, they already made a couple moves for cornerbacks and they've drafted cornerbacks the last couple rounds. I mean, that is like one of their favorite things to do is get a cornerback in the first or second round. Yeah, and I mean, that wouldn't be too bad if that wouldn't be too bad if Travis Hunter went to the Jags because they need help at wide receiver too. So even if he only plays a handful of snaps, you know, at wide receiver, they really need to improve their secondary. They missed on some draft picks, and yeah, it's just I don't know. They kind of never recovered. Let's see, where did I leave? I left off at Tank Dell, and then we had Cam Ward, DeAndre Swift, Cooper Kupp, Evan Ingram. Then the 10th, Hawkinson, Pollard, Brian Robinson Jr.
Caught a bullet in his bubble. He caught a bullet in his bubble. You can be at the party getting loose, but you can catch a bullet in your ears.
And then Amari Cooper, TJ Watt, JJ McCarthy, the rookie running back Hampton, Javonte Williams, Aaron Rodgers, Foyo LaCoon, Max Crosby, Roquan Smith to round out the 10th. And then the 11th, we got Zaire Franklin, Aiden Hutchinson, Keon Coleman, Zach Bond, Travis Hunter, the rookie wide receiver McMillan, Andrews, Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, Calvin Ridley, Jordan Brooks, nice pick, and Ferguson. And then Christian Kirk to start off the 12th round. What Podson say sounds like an RB is where the value's at in this draft. Well, yeah, but they're still not going to be drafted that high though. Like that's the thing is like there's more in fantasy, yes, for sure. Like all the running backs, like those are going to be the ones. Let me even see where they have Hampton projected as a late first. Yeah, let's see. Especially when we don't get too many running backs like ever drafted in the first round. Yeah, we might actually get 2 running backs drafted in the first round. Yeah, and I really wonder where Gianti's gonna go. Like he might go in the top 5. Like someone might jump up and draft him just because there's so much there's so much trash like in this draft. It really is. It is not like drafts in the past where these last couple years where we had a bunch of QBs and stuff. And yeah. So yeah, a guy like Gianti. Especially if I'm not saying like someone would trade up with the Titans to go up and get Gianti, but if you can't like trade up anywhere in the range of where he might go, I mean, you might have to trade up that high to get him if you want him. Like it's not a super top heavy year. I mean, there's only a couple QBs. Only a couple QBs that are there in the first. There's only going to be a couple like top end offensive linemen. The cornerbacks, outside of Travis Hunter, there's not even that many that are really considered like first rounders this year. Like, let me go look and see how many. So dude from Michigan, him and Travis Hunter, they're the top guys for sure. And they're both going to go high. And then Barron from the Texans, he's probably going first round. We might get a safety drafted in the first round. The guy from South Carolina, Iman Wari. Let me see. East Carolina cornerback Revel Jr. Yeah, actually, we might get a bunch of cornerbacks drafted in the first round. He's got the Ole Miss guy as well. Well, actually, yeah, because of his height, he might end up going in the. And he ran a 4.43. Yeah, he's probably going in the second round. Yeah, so we might get 3 or 4 cornerbacks drafted in the first round. Derek said this draft is trash to me, worst one I've seen in years. Yeah, it's because last year was the very last year of all those COVID people, like all the people who gained a year of eligibility because of COVID. And like, I don't know, we had like some guys who played for like 5 years, because of it. That's why last year's quarterbacks, I feel, were, kind of benefited because of it. Let's see. So in the 12th, we got Kirk, Shakir, Johnny Smith, Njoku, Egbuka, the rookie wide receiver, Warner, Hamilton, Spears, Charbonnet, Will Anderson, Raheed Shaheed, Josh Downs. What did Matt say if they don't share? Oh, rookie back-to-back in round 13, Burden and Judkins. Crispy, I just can't make myself draft rookies in best ball. Yeah. It's tough because some of the, even last year's team, we saw it like it's some of those rookies that you get late who end up just super outproducing their draft capital. I mean, last year was Brian Thomas Jr. But you had to guess. You had to guess right. Had to guess right because all those people who took Marvin Harrison Jr. in the second, third round, you know, like nothing came to fruition from that. But the people who took Brian Thomas Jr. and Ladd McConkey hella late, you know. All right. Working on this Diamond Dynasty. Trying to get my team hella good. I think we're only at like an 83 right now, but I got some pretty good cards. I'm working on getting this Roger Clemens right now. That'd be cool to pair Roger Clemens with CC Sabathia. That'd be super cool. Hey, song in the house. What's going down, bro? Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Burden and Judkins, TJ Edwards, Adam Thielen, Russell Wilson.
It's too much of us, it's dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous.
Ernest Jones, Patrick Queen.
She's a killer queen.
Nick Chubb, and then Henderson. Oh, shit. Song on the graveyard shift, huh? Man. Yeah, it's tough. Sleeping all day and working all night. That's tough. There's a few times in life that I was working the graveyard shift. And it is... sometimes the hardest part is really going to sleep when you get home. Because, like, it's just life is going on. Life is going on. Crispy asked Derek, how many rookies did he draft last year in best ball? Like, we could go check that on, like, the championship team. But I'm curious if it was, like, a normal thing. We know Derek likes his rookies, though. But he goes after specific ones. Caden Ellis, Rico Dowdle, Trey Benson. Yeah, hardest part is going to sleep. Yeah, because it's like your body is just like not supposed to go to sleep at that time, right? I mean, not that it's not supposed to go to sleep, but it's like when the sun's up, it's just like there's something in our psyche knowing like the day it's getting ready to go. Kirk Cousins, Antoine Winfield, good pick, and then hey, Buda Baker. Smoking Buddha. Yeah, Chrissy said he had BTJ, Neighbors, and Harrison. Yeah, did you have Neighbors on that team that one? Did you have Harrison on that team that one? Because I know you had BTJ. I didn't remember if you had any others. Yeah, you were all over Neighbors, though. Kayvon Thibodeau, Golden, the rookie, and Jesse Bates. Oh, there you go. Had BTJ and Bucky. Yeah. There you go. I mean, those were two fucking two rooks that paid off. That's for sure. All right. Got my Roger Clemens card. All right. After Jesse Bates, Isaac Guerrero, and Bobby Wagner. Let's go. Old man Bobby. Romeo Dubs, Christian Watson, couple Packers wide receivers going back to back there. There goes Shador. I've only seen a couple drafts where Shador goes above Cam Ward. So I think, I don't think it's a general consensus, but what do you guys think? Do you think that Cam Ward gets drafted first, or regardless of if he gets drafted first, do you think he just does better? I wonder if Wildcat, he's doing some drafting as if he was the Cowboys. Ward over Shador. I'm on that same thing. I really think Shador is going to flop. Maybe, I mean, in year one, like, I don't know if he's going to flop for his entire career. Because he'll be someone who gets a lot of extra chances just because of his name. Damn, Derek, you don't like either one of them? Damn. I mean, it's almost like shit. Who was it in 2022? Damn. Who were the guy? Well, actually, I guess it was Kenny Pickett, and because he got drafted 20, and Malik Willis. Those were the two like most hyped QBs that year. It's crazy how far Malik Willis fell. Because both Todd McShay and Mel Kiper said that he was going to get drafted at number 6. And he went like in the 90s or in the hundreds somewhere. Can't even remember. No. Not that high. But somewhere in the 70s. Crispy said example 2. Rookie quarterbacks just went as their QB3 and Superflex. Said, yeah, no way. Yeah, I wouldn't. I guess if you waited and you pushed it off and there's nobody left, I could understand that. But yeah, I wouldn't want a rookie QB as my number 3. Unless I already have a plan of someone else that I'm going to draft later as my number 3. Because you just never know what these rookies are going to do. I mean, shit. A lot of rookie QBs, if they're not drafted super early, they don't even play in the rookie year, like without injury. Yeah, in some years, drafting the rookie QB in these best ball drafts could pay off. But yeah, I don't know if this is the year to be drafting a whole bunch of rookie QBs. I'm just not feeling this year's QB class. When Shador Sanders is one of the best QBs out there, and I thought that more often than not, he just didn't look that good to me. Because it was always like the big games where I would watch them, and like the big games, a lot of those he ended up losing. Because he's going up against like the big time teams. Or be like AR. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's another reason why Travis Hunter and Shador, like both of them are kind of making jokes like, is NFL even going to be hard? And like, I don't know, man, guys who are that cocky, like, you really don't think it's going to be hard. And last person who said that was AR. And we know how that shit turned out. It was not good. Not good. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? I was reading here. Oh, Shadur. So then we got Tucker Kraft. And then the 15th, we got Dart, McMillan, Bobby Okereke, Quincy Williams, Josh Hines Allen, Nick Bolton, Terrell Bernard, Danielle Hunter, Caleb Johnson, Mims, Jennings, Pearsall, and then Ford kicks off the 16th round. And I wonder where the hell Nick Chubb is going to land. I didn't even realize that he was a free agent until yesterday. Kirby Joseph and Zach Ertz next off the board. We're hitting this section right now where we might get guys taking up their whole minute trying to decide who they're taking. See, after Ertz, we got Burns, Singletary, Xavier Legette,
X gon' give it to you.
Mooney, EJ Speed, and Brian Branch. Man, I'm surprised so many DBs got drafted before Branch. That's a shocker to me. But yeah, we're gonna hit a stride of slow picks right now. Always happens here in the late teens. Guys are either picking bench players on offense or picking some potential IDP starters. Or IDP bench, because I guess you could have already filled up your 15 starters. I don't know if anybody has yet. Hollywood.
Sing about Hollywood.
And Pat Fryermuth. And Quay Walker. That's the end of the 16th round. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Might have to get some music going. Oh, don't forget, if you don't have the green cross next to your name, either hit the join button or hit the $sign a little bit lower, and you'll see an option for a membership. If you don't have the green cross, make sure you do that. Got to be representing. Yeah, we just got it back finally. It'd been gone for about 3 months. YouTube knows. Better give it back. And we got the crosses back. We got the membership badges back. Then we got all the custom emojis in there as well. And the more members that we get, the more custom emoji slots that get unlocked for us. So I think we need like 3 or 4 more. Let me go double check. I think we need 3 or 4 more to be able to unlock our next emoji slot. Let's see. Yeah, actually, we only need one more to unlock our 9th emoji slot, or our next emoji slot. Maybe it's more than 9. All right. Drew said Leggett about to be a league winner. You think so? I'm super nervous about Leggett. Really just nervous about Carolina in general. After Quay Walker to start off the 17th, we got Rashad Bateman, Latu, Austin Eckler, Nakobe Dean, Derwin James, Audric Estime. Here we go. If you were me, if I'm you and you're me, then what number am I thinking of?
69, dudes!
Whoa. Oh, man. Which one do you think is better? Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure or Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey? I don't know why. I'm a little bit more partial to Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. After Estime, we got Logan Wilson and Edrin Cooper. Chris, we said McMillan about to be a league winner. I mean, he's been getting drafted super late. I guess a lot is going to bank on, are the guys around him going to be healthy, because he did better when Chris Godwin was out, just it's addition by subtraction, right? You take one of the top 2 wide receivers out, that next man up, he's going to be someone who is probably going to be able to benefit. And he did for sure. Tony about to be a league winner.
Man, fuck Tony!
I like Leggett, like when he does the interviews and stuff. Like, man, it's just I remember when he was talking about going to London, he was like, they were like, what kind of food are you excited to go try in London? And he was like, I don't know. He was like, I hope I could just get some chicken. He was like, I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. That was so funny. He's just keeping it real. It's keeping it real. And it just sounds so much funnier with the accent. Yeah, and remember when he was talking about his horse? I don't even remember what the fuck his horse's name was. Maybe it was like Buttercup, like half baked, but something like that. I got a lot of people are overranking guys like McMillan and Mitchell from Indy. They got talent in line of depth chart. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been out on the Donnie Mitchell since like I saw the reaction of him getting drafted. I mentioned this literally on draft day where I was like, I'm out on him. Like, he was disappointed when he went there. How many people get drafted and you just see nothing but like he was like this with his hat, like like he was not excited. Like he put his fucking head down because he knew it was gonna be trash going there. And yeah, and McMillan, I mean, like I said, it's tough for me to be high on him when you got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin in front of them. I mean, they are old, you know.
Simmons is old! Don't you go dying on me!
But I don't know if they stay healthy. Yeah. he knew it was over from the start. And like I knew. You see that reaction, you know that's like an honest to God, like truthful reaction. Like he knew that it was going to be bad going there. And it's been all bad since he's been there. All bad. He knew that it was Anthony Richardson that was over there. Robert said he's a Gamecock. Been a fan of Leggett since he was in college. His horse name's Dollar Bill. There it is, Dollar Bill. I knew it was something cool like that because I remember him talking about it. Like I think I downloaded a video that I saw on TikTok or something and shared it here when he was talking about riding the bull or riding the horse with his what's it called, his touchdown celebration. Dollar Bill. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? These picks are not going that fast right now. Left off at Edrin Cooper. So then we got Montez Sweat, Robert Spillane of the Patriots, Jonathan Grenard, Jonathan Brooks. Man, this time Jonathan Brooks went way after Jordan Brooks, as it should be. And then to kick off the 18th, we got Deontay Johnson, Xavier McKinney,
Give it to you. What?
Andrew Van Ginks, Troy Franklin, Scatterbo, and Hopkins. Man, every time we get Scatterbo drafted, it just makes me think about his teammate that's suing him for like $300,000 right now. He's hella salty. Hella salty. Yeah, Scatterbo is doing some jackass shit. And his former college teammate didn't even know what was going on. He fucked him up, apparently. Jumped off of a what's it called, a golf cart, and like hit him or something. Hit his teammate. His teammate got knocked off and hurt his elbow or some shit like that. And I don't even know if he's even been able to play football since. We got Witherspoon, Cam Bynum, Levante David. Pittsburgh's about to have the most signed wide receivers in the league to watch. Crash outs every week. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see who actually ends up being the QB over there. But yeah, you just already know, man. Could easily set up for failure. That's what sucks. You're going to have a lot of high hopes to live up to. Cole Kmet, Tank Bigsby, Aziz Al-Shaair. Rodgers needs to go to Pittsburgh. Yeah, I mean, out of the guys who are left, yeah, because we already know Pittsburgh's not going to trade for anybody. I mean, not trade for anybody, but not trade for a quarterback. Can't believe that they traded for. Yeah, can't believe they traded for DK. There goes Jalen Carter. Ray Davis. Let's see. See what kind of music we got here. Might be time to smoke another bowl. And falling that much is criminal. Let's see where. Smokey the cat. What up? What up? Where do we see Henderson at? Where's Henderson at? Where'd you see him at? Where'd you see him at, Roll? Oh, at the 13-9? I mean, that's a startup. It's not a rookie draft. Yeah. I finally found him. Yeah, 13th round, 13-9. Why do you think, though? Why do you think that's super late? I mean, Hampton went at the 10-7 right there. Gianti went where in the 2-11? But yeah, Hampton was next in the 10th round. And then I guess Judkins went before him, but he went fourth. He went at the fourth rookie running back. Yeah, do you think he's going to be drafted higher than the fourth rookie?
Can I please take a picture?
Going in the same round as Dowdle and Chubb. Benson's wild. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'd really take any of them around that time, but yeah, I'm curious where these running backs are going to land because that's what's going to make all the difference. Definitely going to make all the difference. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? I think I left off before the song at Jalen Carter at the beginning of the 19th. So we got Jalen Carter, Ray Davis, DeForest Buckner, Alex Anelzone.
Get in the zone.
Quentin Johnston, Jack Campbell, Devin Lloyd, Higgins, the rookie wide receiver, Demario Douglas, Sherwood, Cashman.
Straight cash, homie.
Goddard, 20th round. Otten, Pratt, Gesicki, Burton, Turner, Tremaine Edmonds, Jordan Mason, Likely, Luvu. Ghost Monkey going on an IDP tear. Hopkins in the 18th seems late. I don't know. Hopkins could be one of those guys who's like last guy drafted in your redraft league, you know? I just don't think there's a lot of confidence in him right now. Just I feel like Lamar throwing 50-50 to Hopkins in the end zone could go well. I mean, if he throws it to him that much in the end zone, I mean, feel like that's why he's going so late. We don't really know how him and Lamar are going to, what kind of rapport they're going to have. It's not like Hopkins has been good at all over the last couple years. That's what sucks is he's not the Hopkins of like 2017 or whatever, 2016, 17, 18, whatever one. He was like one of the top like guys in the league. pretty much like before he went to Arizona. Like he did good in Arizona for a little spell, and then he kept getting hurt, and then he just like sucked. And just like nothing. And that's what sucked about Hopkins over the last couple of years. He's been like pretty much a waste of a pick in redraft. Hopefully things will turn around. I don't know how confident we could be with that though. Yvonne Pace and Trey Hendrickson. Guess I didn't read the Samir White, Sauce Gardner, and Blake Corum. Those were the end of the 20th round picks. And then Yvonne Pace and Trey Hendrickson's the beginning of the 21st round. We are in a marathon. Round 21. Going all the way through round 35. And then we're doing some draft grades after that. Zach Moss. Jay. Toker 1 Jay. What up? He said, who's all here? He said, he keeps telling me my brother-in-law is in here, just trying to find out. I don't know. I'm not sure. What's your, are you talking about like on the stream or in the draft? I don't think he's in the draft, but if it's on the stream that he's talking about, what are we talking about here? Where could he be? Robert said Hunt's still there. Didn't know he was still there. Yeah. Ghost Monkey swooped him up. Yeah, 21st round. Scotty Stampley on the stream. I don't know. Leave some comments in, Scotty. And we got a bunch of people watching on Rumble. Leave some comments in on Rumble so we know you're there and you're not just I don't know. You're not just fake Rumble bots. Yeah, it might be time for another Bolski. Liven this party up. Let's see. Keenan Allen, Julian Love, Mike Williams, Raheem Mostert, Alex Singleton, Nick Cross, J.K. Dobbins, Trayvon Walker, and Alex Highsmith. We need to get everybody into championship form. And I got just a song to do that. Let's smoke a bowl too. Let's see. Left off, start of the 22nd. Alex Highsmith, Kevin Byard, Dan Henley, Dalton Schultz, Wicks, Landry, McLaughlin, Tillman, Palmer, Wilkins, Jameis Winston, and Josh Metellus to round out the 22nd round. Andrew said, staying away from the Falcons, a good play. Their O-line is atrocious. Yeah, I mean, of course, we still want Bijan, but, you got to have, a certain first-round pick to be able to get him. So, yeah, outside of that, yeah, kind of, because I don't think Michael Penix is going to start. I could be wrong. We got a lot of months before the season's going to go, but I don't think Michael Penix is going to be the starter. He may be their quarterback of the future, but I really don't think that he's going to be the starter this year. And they got him for 4, potentially 5 years anyways. Be smarter to not like release him to the hounds. Because yeah, like you said, their line is atrocious. I mean, hard for Kirk Cousins or any QB to get off the ball when he's getting hit, like, you know, at the 3rd second after the snap. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. So yeah, I'm probably staying away from a lot of the Falcons as well. Tyler Algier, Wandale Robinson, Quinnen Williams, Derek Stingley, newly paid Derek Stingley. And then Kaiser White. Did Kaiser White get released? Huh. Kaiser White's not on the Cardinals anymore. Man, see a lot of things changing. Peyton Wilson, Justice Hill, Milroy, Edwards, Eric Kendricks. Yeah, Eric Kendricks still hasn't signed either. Wonder where the hell he's gonna get swooped up at. Who's it gonna be? Jeremy Chin, Sanders. What the fuck is Sanders' first name? Why am I spacing on it? Jatavion. That's why, because it's Jatavion. And I'm like, I don't even know how many bowls deep. At least a handful. At least a handful. We're in round 24 now. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. Push it real good. Not low. All right. Oh, Daniel Pesos Jones. Somebody had to do it. Somebody had to do it. Let's see. Where did I leave off? I think I left off at Gabe Davis, Hunter Henry, Strange, Fitzpatrick, McCaffrey, Antonio Gibson, Daniel Pesos Jones, Josie Jewell. I don't know who Joe is, but you obviously have never been around here before, bro. Who calls them potheads? This is 1998. 1998's calling Joe. They want your term back. I think we're going to smoke a bowl for Joe. Let's smoke a bowl for Joe. Because Joe had to subscribe just to leave that comment. Jalen Wright. I wonder if they got rid of Mostert because they expect him to have a bigger role this year. I mean, everyone was so excited to get him last year, but barely got any run. And then it would be like just randomly here and there when Mostert was hurt. But now they got no Mostert over there, so it's him and A-Chain. Unless they draft someone. Who knows? All right. Cheers to Joe. After right, we got Patrick Surtain and the rookie tight end Loveland. Curious where Loveland's going to get drafted. And then Deron Bland, the 24-12. Chauncey Gardner, now of the Houston Texans. Alec Pierce, Jaquan Brisker, Alexander Madison. Alexander Madison's on the Dolphins now, huh? So I guess he'll be third fiddle over there. And Ghost Monkey, smart man, just swooping them both up just in case. Wonder, there'd be extra style points if he has A-Chain also. No A-Chain. All right, where's Toyota 1 going to go with this? We're getting closer and closer. Toker 1, what up? There's rumors swirling around Nolans and the Saints considering a 1-year contract with Diggs. That'd be interesting. Diggs and Olave. That'd be pretty cool. Because, I don't know, as decent as Kamara has been, it is, I don't know, just like workhorse days seem to be over for him. I mean, I know he's still going to be the heavy number 1, but yeah, I bet if they could throw the ball more, it's probably in their best interest. Hey, Ghost Monkey, what up, playa? He said, let's smoke to Joe. Salute. All right. We'll get another bowl packed here. I'm getting extremely not low. Let's see. Got Delpit, Kendre Miller, Darius Slayton, Luke Musgrave, Junior Colson, Brandon Jones, Tyler Lockett. 25th round. Khalil, return of the Mac. Yeah. Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it. Here we go. Smoke it up.
You got perfect timing. About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
Now, y'all should have bought a Honda. Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects.
Cam Curl, Khalil Herbert, Leonard Williams, Joker from the Browns, CJ Mosley. Curious what's going to happen with CJ Mosley. I really am. because his neck injury was really bad, and he's old, at least in football years. I think which kind was that? Was that the Government Oasis? Government Oasis, 33.5% THC. I think I've smoked like 3 or 4 bowls of that in a row, so I'm really not low. Hey, Derek Just, what up, bro? And he said, what up? Got Dynasty trade question, 12-man, full PPR, super flex. I would be giving up Bijan, my 2.8 for Harrison and Stroud. I have Murray for the stack. So, man, I don't know if I like that. I mean, if anything, it seems a little bit too even. But if you're giving up Bijan, like he's the most like if we're just doing a draft, he's the guy who's getting drafted higher than anybody else. You know, so I mean, that's like the number one player in this whole trade, and you're giving him up. I kind of don't like being on that side unless I'm getting a bunch of players for that, like for that one player. So no, I don't like that. I would hold. I'm not saying don't trade Bijan or don't make a trade, but I think this is way too even, and it's not. I hate trades that are even. I mean, mutually beneficial, like, okay, like, but this isn't like mutually beneficial. This is you giving up Bijan and a middle-ish late second for, you know, a QB that you're probably not going to use. Well, I don't know. I guess I don't know who your other QB is. A potential QB that you might not even be using. And, I mean, I like Marvin Harrison. I really do. But I don't like you giving up Bijan for this package. Yeah, like maybe if you take away the 2.8 and they add in one more player, then that's probably a little better. Okay, you got Bryce Young, so you're trying. I'm assuming trying to get someone to start over him. I feel like Bijan by himself is worth Harrison and Stroud. I mean, I would just take out that 2 if you don't want to like be greedy, because I don't know, maybe sometimes in the trades I'll try to be greedy just because wanting to make sure that I get the best trade, you know, no matter what. And I'm sure whoever wants Bijan wants him really, really, really bad. You know, and you should have to overpay to get guys that are that much of a commodity, though. Yeah, so if you're going to do it, I'd say you take away the 2.8. If you could get them to throw in another player, even if it's a lesser player who's like a potential flex here and there, that's still better than nothing. But, yeah, you still got a lot of time to get a QB, though. That's another thing. I know that might just be, you know, really antsy wanting to get Bryce Young like out of your starting lineup, but it's still a lot of time to trade for a QB, to trade for a draft pick that you can use on a QB. But you should have, there's time. We got time. That's the big thing. They have Swift. I'm not the biggest fan of Swift, but if you like him, I mean, and that's someone who would be in, you know, potentially like one of your flex spots, you know, that's definitely something to think about. New rule number 1, don't trade Bijan. I mean, anybody's tradable, you know, that's for sure. But it's just what kind of value you're going to get for them. You got to, you know, Bijan's like looked at as like the number 1 running back in Dynasty right now. Like Bijan and Gibbs are probably the 1 and 2 because of their age. And, you know, if you want to get like the guy who's looked at as the number 1 running back and trade for him, you got to give something up. Like, no one's just going to give him up for nothing. And I'm not saying Harrison and Stroud are nothing, but I think Bijan by himself is still more valuable than both of those guys. We could ask a lot of people, and I bet a lot of people would lean the Bijan side still. Drew, I'll trade Bijan if I was you. I'd trade him to me. Yeah, it's hard to give up. He got me to 2 championships. I'm asking for a high price. Yeah, I mean, I'd be asking him for you should. There's only one Bijan. Like, that's the thing to remember. There's only one Bijan. That is it. So that means everybody besides you wants him. And of course you want him, but I'm just saying, like, would want to trade for him is what I'm saying. It's just everyone's going to have a different level of price that they're going to want to pay for him. You got to find the people, the one that are way up here on the Richter scale that would pay top dollar. Got to find those peeps. And I wouldn't hesitate to let a couple people know in the league that you're shopping. Because, sometimes you got to shit or get off the pot. And if people are just pussyfooting around, you throw out a message to everybody. Hey, I'm shopping Bijan. Send some offers. Just see what the hell comes in. Especially now when people are like a little bit bored. They might do emotional trades just to emotional trade. I mean, I've seen that a bunch. I put myself on the good side of it a few times. Oh, let's see. Derek, I was running up last year. It was my first dynasty startup. Nice. That's a good start. That's a good start for that league. Yeah, any year where any year when you can overproduce whatever you thought you were gonna do, as long as you don't have a bunch of guys who are falling off, like a bunch of old guys. I would ask Joe what he thinks. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Robert. What up, dude? It's going down. All right. Let me see here. Who did I read last? I think I read Polk last. So Polk was at the 28.5. Theo Huxtable Johnson, 28.6. Wallace, 28.7. Mo Rig, 28.8. Dodson, 28.9.
Well, obviously.
Mad Buki, Whittingham, DeMarcus Robinson. Nice. Smoking the mint Choco cart tonight. Nice. Been smoking on some government Oasis. Had a little bit of Jack Herrera earlier, but switched it to a heavier strain. And yeah, I'm really not low right now, if you guys could tell. Where the hell did I leave off at? DeMarcus Robinson, then Harris, rookie wide receiver, Diggs, Karlaftis, Roseboom. Man, we got Henry H2O, but man, I can never fucking pronounce this guy's name. Sane Ristil, the DB for Washington. And then Yoshi, Michael Lloyd, Duggar, Miles Sanders, Quiddy Pay. Drew said, hit me with that grade early, bro. All right. You ready for one now? Like second or third? Let's see. Oh, you're talking about early, like in the grade process. I thought you meant early before the draft was done. So yeah, you'll be second. Michael's gonna be first, assuming he's back in here. That's the MN Digger. And Crispy over on Rumble, he said, beam me up, Scatty. Let's go. Perfect. All right. Toyota 1 will be after that. All right. We're inching in. We're almost out of the 30th round. Magic Man, what up? Said you high or tired or both? A little bit of both. a little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. Yeah, super. I smoked, I think 4 or 5 bowls of this Government Oasis in a row. It's 33.5% THC. Yeah, it's good. It's got me leaning a little bit. That's for sure. All right, Robert, sounds good. You'll be after Toyota 1. Joe said, looks like a bunch of F's to me. Shows you also haven't been here because the F is a badge of honor. Let's see. Where the hell did I leave off after? Michael Lloyd. We got Duggar, Sanders, Quiddy Pay, Bryce Young, Vidal, Miles, or Marlon Humphreys, Alante Taylor, Hassan Reddick, Michael Corley, Zacasius. Is it Isaiah Bond? Yeah, Isaiah Bond is right. Isaiah Bond. And then Tavai, Ben Sanat, Ebikete, Roshan Johnson, Greg Russo, and then Taysom Hill to start the 31st round. Let's keep it pushing. Cooper DeJean. Oh, wait. Noah Gray, then Cooper DeJean. And Joe said Crispy told me to say that. Okay, well, if you know Crispy, then yeah. You know that he likes to hand out a lot of F's around here. Washington, and then we got Samson. I want to talk to Samson. And it's funny, maybe that's why he said potheads. Maybe Crispy told maybe Crispy told you to call us potheads too. You young whippersnappers. But yeah. Woo! This government oasis has me floating right now. Getting very, very not low, but we gotta keep the party going. We gotta keep the party going. Javon Hollins, Westbrook Ekine, Noah Fant, Tyrell Dodson. Joanna Man Johnson, Damian Pierce. Reed Blankenship. I guess that's why they got rid of Chauncey, huh? Make more space for Reed. Wait, you partake in the devil's lettuce? I'm surrounded by potheads. Go back to the 80s for sure. Smoking the devil's lettuce. Bradley Chubb, Josh Sweat, Calvin Austin, Byron Murphy, Brendan Rice, Jalen Tolbert. What's Neil's first name? Still trying to remember all these guys' first name. Devin Neal from Kansas. Joe said it's a shame. Hey, Devo, what up, bro? What's going down, brother? You caught it right at the end of the draft. Still got some smoking to do. Anytime we get like a $10 super chat, we got a fat dab that I will get in my Dr. Dabber. Trying to talk to them about getting me the next gen Dr. Dabber. She said I need Neil to be a star. It could make me a lot of money. What'd you bet on him for? Or like, I mean, like what bets did you place on him? Woo! Woo! L'Jarius Sneed. Oh wait, we got Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Tutu Atwell, and then L'Jarius Sneed. We got 2 more picks in the 32nd round. A lot of picks. Yeah, I'm curious. What did you bet on Neil? Like what? It's still early. We don't even know what team he's going to. Or is it where he's going to be drafted? Roman Wilson, Quinton or Quignon? What the hell? Why am I spacing on it? Well, probably because I'm 10 bowls deep. Quignon, yeah. Okay, see. Quignon Mitchell. Thule. Joey Bosa, Derek Brown. Hey. Alex in the house. What up, bro? What's going down? You caught it just at the end of the draft. We're still doing some smoking and we're doing some draft grades as well. No, Robert, that's Michael. He was on Instagram a little earlier, but I'm sure he'll pop in here a little bit because he asked for the first grade, so we'll see if he pops in. Derek's D Lincoln, the Cowboys fan in there. Joe said, "Great, more potheads." Oh, there we go. Michael's on Facebook right now. There we go. And Drew said accidentally auto drafted Neil. No biggie in the league due to bad service. Okay, so just fantasy bets. Gotcha. Yeah, I haven't. We do all our rookie drafts after the NFL draft, so I haven't even gotten into any of our rookie drafts yet. But we're getting there, though. It's close. Right around the corner, it seems like. All right. Let's see. After Derek Brown, we got Divine Diablo, Spencer Rattler, Butte, and then Washington. Malik Washington. We are close. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Hufanga, Higbee, Benito. Speaking of another Broncos linebacker, you guys remember Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, not the wide receiver, but the linebacker, Brandon Marshall. He's got a barbecue spot here in Vegas. We tried to go there, but they fucking closed early because of some event, I guess, that they were doing. But I want to go check this spot out. It looks pretty fire. Might be because it's Brandon Marshall, but already seems like it's like TikTok famous. Then Jordan Hicks and 34th round, P. Warner, Harrison Smith. Woo. Xavier Woods.
X gon' give it to you. What?
Then Jermaine Johnson, then Eric All. Drew Tranquil, Christian Harris, Geno Stone. Yeah, interesting picks when we get down this far. Because I feel at most spots now, people are picking based off of like filling spots, not just picking randomly. Andy Dalton, Isaiah Simmons, Turpin, and Kenny Pickett. Chop Robinson. Can't believe Jonathan Mingo is still here. Nobody wants him after 34 rounds, but Dallas paid like a 3rd round pick for him. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Mingo. Yeah. Yeah. Cowboys are idiots, though. I mean, we know that. But it's like one day, this is what someone told Jerry Jones.
You're a goddamn genius. That's the most outstanding answer I've ever heard. You must have a goddamn IQ of 160. You are goddamn gifted.
They told him that after his 3rd championship, and then shit ain't been right ever since. Here we go. 35th round. Chop Robinson, McLeod, Matt Judon, Joe Flacco, Josh Dobbs, Keaton Mitchell. Who's it going to be? The last couple Mr. Irrelevance here. Who's it going to be? James Burke, Trenton Simpson, Joe Milton. 2 more picks. And MN Digger is going to be the first team with the draft grade. Will Shipley. All right. All right, Derek. We got a couple people in front of you, bro. You'd be like number 5 as of right now. I'm trying to knock these out because I'm like falling asleep over here too. All right. QBs. Murray, Herbert, Darnold. I feel like that's a B. Let's see. Barkley and James Conner, Tony Pollard. Whew. I mean, anyone with Saquon in there, it's hard to even put it below a B-. So I'll give it a B-. And then the wide receivers, Lamb, Evans, Judy, Cup, and Shakir. Yeah, I think that's going to be like a B. So that's a B plus, and a B for the QB, running backs, and the wide receivers. Let's see the IDPs. Started with Jordan Brooks. I saw that. I mentioned it. Hey, 11-11. I mentioned that when I saw that come in. Winfield solid, Kirby Joseph solid, Jonathan Grenard solid, Xavier McKinney super solid, Cashman, Pratt, Byard, Chin, Hayward, Pay. You got a shitload of IDPs. Damn, Benito, Harrison Smith, Bentley. All right, peace out, Derek. We'll catch you later, bro. Yeah, I'm getting a little sleepy, but I was really just contemplating on that. Was it a B plus or a B minus? Dude, you have a shitload of IDPs. I feel like I almost have to give it a B plus because of how many good IDPs you have. But I guess what sucks is like you can only use 5 a week. So man, I mean that I think I'm gonna give it a B because let me see. How many did you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Well, I guess someone yesterday, I can't remember who it was, said glad they bumped it up because they took extra just because of that. So, I'll go with my original B plus I'll go with my original B plus. And then the bench. Where's the bench kicking at? Dabble, Jennings, Dobbins, Henry, Lockett, Herbert, Wilson, Pierce. Yeah, I mean it's probably like I guess a C plus. I guess Rico and Juwanna and Jennings. I feel like they make it jump up to a C plus, but bench is pretty blah. So that was a B plus, and a B for the top 3 things there. And then I said B plus for the IDP. And then we said a C plus for the bench. Man, that's like really teetering on like a B and a B plus right there. I mean, maybe an 87, 88, something like that, but very solid. Very solid. Let me see. Who was number 2? Hold on. Who the hell was number 2? Oh, it was Drew. Yeah. Still here with us, Drew? All right. QBs. Caleb, Gino, JJ McCarthy. They make me nervous. They're starters. Starters. They're at least Caleb and Gino are starters. JJ, whether he starts or not, who knows? But I'm a little bit nervous about these QBs. I think that's like a B minus for those QBs. I mean, still solid enough to be above a C, but a little bit nervous about them. RBs, Kyren, Jalen Warren. Dang, that's it. Because of no depth, I got to grade you down a little bit. I think I'm going to make that. I'll make that a B. No, I'll make that a C plus for the I'll make that a C plus for the RBs. But you spent a lot of draft capital on the wide receivers and pass catchers in general. So let's see what that is. Puka, Garrett Wilson, Adams, DK Metcalf, Travis Kelce. Let's see. How many? I guess Andrews is in there also, but where's the last? I guess Andrews is the last offensive spot because so JJ would be on the bench, so Andrews. Okay, so it's Puka, Wilson, Adams, Metcalf, and Andrews. Those are all the pass catchers that are in the starting lineup as of now. I'm gonna give it a B plus. A lot for the depth. I'd say Puka's, I mean, obviously an A, but I feel like everyone else, all the other guys are like, maybe Garrett Wilson's a B, Adams is a B, Metcalf is a B, maybe Kelsey's turned into a B minus now. Even if Andrew's a B minus, that still gets it. I still just all in all with the depth and everything, I feel like that still sticks around a B plus. That's a lot of depth. And Michael said, thanks for the draft grade. Another fun draft as always. Hell yeah, bro. And then IDP, Warner, Patrick Queen. She's a killer queen. Bates, Bernard, Wilson, Lloyd, Edmonds, Landry, Tranquil. Oh, there we go. It was Robert who said that yesterday. So many IDPs went on IR that I'd draft 1 in 10. Yeah. I like a lot of the IDPs that you got, but I feel like you didn't get enough. I'm going to give this a B, though. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got, Drew Tranquil at the end. Yeah, if you would have got a few more, I feel like that would have been more on the B plus side, but okay. Where's the bench kicking? Leggett. Yeah, Leggett, super late, 16th. Leggett, Hopkins, Mike Williams, Justice Hill, Gibson, Slayton, Curtis Samuel, Chiga Conquo, Theo Huxtable Johnson, Yoshi, Zacasius, Nick Westbrook, Kind, Tolbert, Malik Washington, and the rookie running back James. Well, that's where you spend a bunch of your bench, was on the offensive bench. I feel like that's like a B minus for everyone that you got, maybe a C plus, maybe it's teetering right there. So all in all, what was this? It was a B minus, and then a C plus, and then a B for the wide receivers, and then a B for the IDP, and then a B minus for the bench. So I feel like just like it's right in the B minus, like B range, like maybe like 82, 83 if we're grading it on a scale of 1 to 100. So really solid. Which of those early wide receivers would you have traded out for a running back pick? Probably Garrett Wilson. I'm a little bit nervous with him with Fields. And you still had like a pick of a bunch of good running backs at that pick. I feel like even if you like you could have got James Cook or Walker or Chase Brown with those picks. I don't know if you want to get ETN or Kamara. I'm kind of fading those guys, especially at that range. But yeah, I feel like that's it. Unless, I mean, Adams, if you don't get Adams, if you get Mixon instead, that's not that bad as well. But I guess I'm just nervous about Garrett Wilson with Fields. I know they're getting back together, and I know that there was their connection in Ohio State, but I don't know, man. I've never been a really big fan of Fields, and everything with the Jets has just been like sucking. All right, let's see. Who was next after that? It was Toyota 1. Who was next after? You still with us, Toyota 1? It said Jets also have a battle line. Yeah, for sure. All right, let's see. He went with, had the 105 and went with Jaden Daniels and Trevor Lawrence as his QBs. Russ Wilson also there. What's the best team I've ever drafted? I don't know. Best team I've ever drafted. Actually, it was probably a team that had Deshaun Watson and Patrick Mahomes and Christian McCaffrey. And this is in 2018, I think. And did I say DeAndre Hopkins already? Yeah. Yeah, that might have been one of the best teams that I've ever drafted. Actually, I mean, this past year I drafted a really good dynasty team, but it was like 2 drafts because we have our veterans draft and then we have the rookie draft. So it's like 2 drafts like into one. But I drafted a really, really good like all-around team, like with the rookies that combined in. All right, let's see. So we were at Jane Daniels and T-Law, Russ Wilson, Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones. Spencer Rattler, Josh Dobbs. Really just the top 2. I mean, Russ, yeah, he's mixed in there. These Fields can run. Peace out, Drew. Drafts happening every day, bro. All right. I gotta get, sorry guys, gotta get a little of this beef jerky for energy here. Slowing down a little bit. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Not a lot of good depth at QB, but at least you got Russ as the number 3. I'm gonna give that a B. Jaden Daniels still brings it up significantly. Chase Brown, Hubbard, Aaron Jones, Javonte Williams. That's not too shabby. I'm gonna say a B minus though. Wide receivers. I mean, that's where it looks like you spent some of those early picks at. Neighbors and Nico. That's fire. Debo. Yeah. Kittle. Yeah. I don't think I can give that a B plus. I think it's damn close. I'll give it a B though. Let's see. Bobby Wagner. It's a good place to start. Josh Hines Allen. EJ Speed. Derwin James. Cam Bynum. Quentin John. Oh, wait. What the hell? Cam Bynum. Kaiser White. Josie Jewell. Delpit. Mo Rig. Henry H2O. Kavai. Geno Stone. I mean, it's pretty solid. I feel like I've seen a lot better out of you, though, with IDP. No, there wasn't one higher that I missed, right? Man, I think that might be. It's probably like a B minus. It's okay. The defense, I guess I'm a little nervous about the secondary, not the defense. Duh, it's IDP. The bench part of your IDP. It's a little weak. Okay. Offensive bench. Offensive bench is after Javonte. So Travis Hunter starts the bench, not too shabby. Tajee Spears, Russell Wilson, Quentin Johnston, Likely, Keenan Allen, Tillman, Dylan Gainwell, Samson. Not too shabby. I'd say it's probably split between a C plus and a B minus there. Not really sure which one it would be, but it's pretty solid. So right on the cusp. And damn, North Carolina whooped on San Diego State in the playing game for March Madness. So let's see. What did it all add up to here? So I said a B for the QBs. We said B. I said B minus for the running backs. I think I did. And then a B. Nice. We're doing draft grades right now. Almost done. And okay. And B for the wide receivers. Then was a B minus for the IDP, and then C plus B minus for the bench. So I think that's teetering between a B minus and a B. Yeah, somewhere in that 82, 83 range, just like right on the cusp of a B minus and a B. All right. So let's see. We got Robert next, and then Ghost Monkey after that. Yep. Because Derek, you're not here anymore, right? Let's double check him. Okay. So Robert squad. Okay. I mean, you start off with Josh Allen. I mean, that's a nice way to start. But yeah, there goes Fields. It's pretty ugly. He brings it down significantly. Dart. With the rookies, it's kind of tough to grade them up or down when we don't know where they're going to be. So they're kind of just like neutral to the grade right now. Can he pick it as well? Shit, could be the starter, right? For all we know. So to me, Josh Allen is an A and Fields is like a C. So I think that kind of levels out at like a B minus. So we'll call that a B minus for the QBs. For the running backs, Taylor, A-Chain, Cook. I mean, that's really solid. I think that's going to be, I'm going to say a B plus for the running backs. Almost teetering on the cusp of being an A minus there as well. But yeah, really good crop of running backs there. And then Bowers plus the catchers, plus the pass catchers. And Drew said Fields will get a load of points for running for his life. I mean, yeah, that's a yes and no. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, like if you're only throwing for a couple yards and you run for even 100, I mean that's still only 10 yards or 10 points. Let's see. So it's Bowers, Adunze, Reed, Addison, and Josh Downs. And Bowers was a nice swoop at the end of the fourth. Yeah, I think that was Crispy who said it. Bowers at the end of the fourth was great value for sure. I think that I'm gonna give this, even with Bowers there, I feel like this is like a B. And yeah, I'm gonna give it a B. And it's almost like teetering on a B minus and a B, but I'm gonna give it a B. So that's what, a B minus, a B plus, and a B. And then IDP, Roquan and Zaire Franklin, awesome start. Quay Walker, nice continuation. Aziz Al-Shair, nice. Jalen Carter, that could be good. He's a little up and down, but I feel like he's primed for a third-year breakout. Yvonne Pace, Josh Medalist, Bland, Chauncey Gardner, Greg Russo, Thule, and Chop Robinson. That's a good crop of IDP guys, especially led by Roquan and Zaire Franklin and Quay Walker. Yeah, I think I'm gonna give that. I think I'm gonna give that a B plus on the for the IDP, and then let's see the bench. Where the hell is it? Oh yeah, Burden. Okay, so Burden would be kicking off the bench, and so it's Burden, Kraft, Bateman, Corum, Algier, Warren, Braylon Allen, Demarcus Robinson, Harris, Taysom Hill. Let's see. That would be like, I'm gonna say that's a C plus. There's not a lot of craziness going on. So C plus over there. And then all in all, what does that end up being? So it ends up being B minus, B plus, B, and then another B, and then a C plus. So what does that end up being? Yeah, I think that's I think that's teetering in the B range. And yeah, I would say I'm gonna say a B. I mean, it could be teetering between a B minus and a B, but I think that's a solid B. And yeah, pass catchers, that's where it was a I guess a little bit. I mean, downgraded Fields a little bit, but Josh Allen, like, man, that's like the anchor. That's like the anchor anyways. But yeah, the running backs super solid though. I mean, bringing that up with the B plus, but yeah, it's probably like teetering between a B minus and a B. Peace out, Toyota one, and I think Ghost Monkey last one, and we're getting the hell out of here. And so we got, I mean, what a duo to start off with, Chase and Brian Thomas Jr. But we're doing the QBs first, right? Dak Prescott, Bryce Young, Aaron Rodgers. Makes me very nervous. Andy Dalton, Joe Flacco. If that last duo was a B minus, I feel like this duo is probably like a C plus. Real nervous about Bryce Young and Aaron Rodgers. I mean, as long as Dak is healthy, he's good. Running back Walker and Stevenson. That makes me very nervous as well. I guess Charbonnet is in there as well. Because of Rodgers and Bond. So Charbonnet would be an offensive starter. I think I'm going to say B minus for that. Charbonnet is still the backup, but should be hopefully worthy enough to be like a flex starter. And then wide receivers, that's where you spent all your money. Chase, Brian Thomas, Lad McConkey, Higgins, Jameson Williams. Yeah, that's money right there. I'll give that an A minus. I mean, that's really good. That's heavy hitters right there. And let's see, IDPs, Zach Bond, Quincy Williams, Brian Branch, Nakobe Dean, Levante David, Anal Zone.
Get in the zone.
Frankie Louvu, McFadden, Barton, Roseboom, Diablo. Yeah, the IDP is pretty dope. I'm a little bit nervous about Nakobe Dean. I feel like we got to stop drafting him because, like, if his injury is what, like it's gonna be like 6 months to a year. So, like, what if it's like a whole year? Like, he's not even gonna play. I'm gonna give that a B plus though. I mean, it's real. Everybody, we got heavy hitters in there for sure, all around your starters and all around your bench. For the IDP, and then offensive bench, Thielen, Dubs, Kareem Hunt. Robert brought that up, said, damn, he didn't even know he was there. It's a good late swoop. Josh Palmer, Jalen Wright, that was a good late swoop. And then Madison to double up just on the Miami running backs. Dodson, nice and late.
Well, obviously,
Ben Sinnott, Washington, Tutu Atwell, decent bench for sure. I think that I'm gonna give that a B- for the bench, pretty solid. And so all in all, what does that end up making it? So it's a C+ for the QBs. It was a B- for the running backs. It was an A- for the wide receivers. It was a B+ for the IDP, and then it was a B- for the offensive bench. So I think that kind of all averages out right to a B. I mean, the wide receivers and the IDP, they're bringing it up for sure, but then the other three categories are bringing it down a little bit. But I feel like the areas that are bringing it up are that's what's pulling it up to that B. So yeah, B. There we go. And what Robert said, tell you last night, I needed to grow a pair of balls to draft IDP earlier. I tried to do that tonight. Yeah. And I mean, especially going Roquan and Zaire Franklin, you get two of the top, like, I mean, maybe Roquan wasn't like the top IDP guy, but if he's like right there in the top 10 still, it warrants it. And then Zaire Franklin, I mean, shit, he's been top 5 in scoring in IDP for like the last 5 years or so. So yeah, it's a really nice safe pick. So yeah, that was a good way to do it for sure. I'm almost done. All right. And then said thanks for the grade. Always interesting. Have a plan going in, then all changes while drafting. Yeah, everyone's got a plan until you get punched in the face, right? And you getting punched in the face here is just get sniped on the pick. Let me zoom this out real quick. If you want to be involved in the drafts, all you got to do is go to 420crew.com and go join the Patreon community. I post about the drafts like every single day because we have drafts going down every single day. So make sure you get over there and join. You can join for free, but join as a paid member to support the community, and then you get access to a whole bunch of other things being a paid member. So just make sure you go check out the perks. And yeah, we got another draft tomorrow. I should be here for it. We'll see you then. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. Here comes the